16 most insane discoveries. 16. Here's an old pic of me. Would you believe this is a 50-million-year-old fossil of sperm? It belongs to the clitellate group, which is a type of worm. It's the oldest animal sperm ever found. The reason why it has been discovered so well preserved is that these worms release their eggs and sperm in a cocoon that protects the contents. Scientists found these on the Antarctic Peninsula in shallow marine gravels. 15. Deja poo. This is actually dinosaur poo, or a more scientific term would be coprolite. These finds are of great importance to scientists as they are able to figure out exactly what it was the extinct animal was eating. Things like seeds, fish scales, wood fragments, shells, spores, and even bacterial colonies have all been discovered through fossilized poo. One such fossilized dinosaur poo sold on auction for $8,000 not too long ago. 14. A force to be reckoned with. This is one of the oldest human figurines ever to be discovered. She was found in 1908 and said to be from around 28,000 to 25,000 BCE. She is said to symbolize fertility and childbearing, as seen by her very full breasts. She was found in Austria and is 4.4 inches long. She is carved from a limestone that isn't found in that area, and similar figures have since been discovered. 13. Didn't live to tell the tale. This incredible discovery was found outside a Venice mass grave site. It's a woman from the 16th century with a brick shoved in her mouth. This was an exorcism technique that was used on those suspected of being a vampire. They say she dabbled in the dark arts and was also suspected of being a witch. Researchers working on this discovery put her age down to between 61 and 71, which for those times it was unusual to live that long. So maybe there was some truth in the rumors. 12. Shrouded in mystery. Some have described this as the Devil's Bible. It was written in the 12th century by a monk who said the devil ordered him to do so. The legend continues to say that this monk managed to write the entire book in one night, which, if you look at it closely, it would have taken around 30 years to write. It's written on over 160 animal skins and needs 2 people to lift it up. Writing experts have agreed that the book was written in a short space of time due to the consistency of the writing. 11. The root of modern medicine. In Nubia, now Sudan, antibiotics were discovered in bones excavated in the area. Tetracycline is still used in our antibiotics today, although researchers believe that it wasn't used as an actual antibiotic back then, but rather as part of their alcoholic beverages. 10. Wind beneath my wings. These lines are known as the Nazca lines and were only discovered in the 1900s because it was literally impossible to see them unless you were directly above them. These are ancient geoglyphs created between 500 BC and 500 AD by the Nazca people. Some believe them to be messages to their gods, while others believe it has something to do with the constellations. 9. Perfectly preserved. This is the Grabol man, and the reason why he is such a unique find is that he is perfectly preserved. His fingernails and hair is still there, and it was possible to garner a lot of information because of that. It would appear that he was sacrificed, more than likely in the hope of better harvest. 8. Be glad it's extinct. Imagine having this bird alive today. I would be freaked out. This massive claw belonging to an upland moa was discovered in 1985 in Mount Owen, over in New Zealand. It is so perfectly preserved, you would think this animal just died recently, as opposed to in 1500 AD. 7. Man Cave. These are the Longyo Grottos, and they date as far back as 212 BC. It covers a massive area of around 30,000 square meters. There are rooms, pools, and bridges inside these caves in China. Engineers, archaeologists, and historians have all tried to work out how they were constructed, but no one can figure it out. 6. Them bones, them bones. It was in Dorset that some railroad workers dug up a burial ground of Viking warriors. Not too much is known about these bones, except that the Vikings were beheaded from the front as opposed to the back. 5. Speaking of bones, over in Sweden, during an excavation project of a lake bed in Motala, diggers found quite a few skulls that had massive stakes driven right through them. One of the skulls had several pieces of other skulls stuffed inside it. It dates back around 8,000 years, and whatever happened there could not have been good. 4. Very unusual discovery. In Peru, an unknown tomb was discovered dating back to pre-Inca civilization. The tomb was said to belong to a nobleman, and inside